I told them that, you see, I have this person. He's one of my greatest supporters. He has done this for this country. I'm sure if I appoint him as an RDC, he will be able to deliver my manifesto. When we are appointing them, we inform them that you will be able to work in every part of this country without any condition. We accept work, and they said, yes, we shall work.
RDCs act as the vital link between the government and the people. They monitor service delivery, chair district security committees, and ensure that national policies are implemented in line with NRM manifesto. Their performance is supervised directly by the Office of the President.
We have here another RDC secretariat, which is headed by a lady called Major Massa, and other commissioners below here. They are there to get feedback from the general public. How are they behaving? Are they taking bribes? Are they involved in grabbing people's land? Are they involved in vote violence? So once we get all those reports and we make investigations and we found the investigation that they are all right, we put it on your file, and when time comes, we inform the president that this one cannot continue because of A, B, C, D, E, and the president gives us a go ahead. And under normal circumstances, under government, transfer should be every the other 3 years. There should be a person being transferred when he clocks 3 years in a station, and you go to another station. So that one they don't need even to ask. It is our prerogative to say that that one has spent 3 years in somewhere, and we must transfer him to another area. If he's so good, then let him also help the other area to receive that goodness of him or her. And we bring another person here and we see.
Based on this constitutional mandate, we sent out to examine whether RDCs are truly fulfilling their roles on the ground. We visited 5 districts: Kamuli, Rukunjiri, Nakaseke, Kakumiro, and Gulu City, as a representation of the 146 districts across Uganda. In Kamuli district, RDC Rose Birungi oversees a population spread across 775 villages and 90 parishes.
In the district where I'm serving now, I can say that people really know the role of our office. Our office almost serves as a clinic or a hospital, because where you can never come to an RDC's office, wherever it is, and you don't find people lining up to meet the RDC. They come in with different issues, not only about service delivery, but others come with issues to do about land. They have land disputes, and they feel where they can get justice is the RDC's office. Others also have domestic issues, and you find them coming to the RDC's office. And of course, it doesn't mean that the RDC has solutions to each and every issue that is brought by. So our office also acts as a guide for these people. But if you are an RDC and you decide to sit in the office, I'm telling you, people will never know the importance of your office, because not each and every one can afford to come to the office of the RDC. Some fear, of course, others don't have transport. The farthest sub-county here, I can say it might be Namasagari or Kagumba. We also have Bugurumbi and Wankole. So someone needs over 30,000 shillings to come just to the office of the RDC. But once you move out and go to the people yourself as an RDC, because good enough, our offices are now a bit better facilitated. Each and every RDC has a vehicle and in sound condition. So, and we are given fuel. So it's we as RDCs to move to the farthest area and interact with the people.
Under her watch, the government has established 3 seed secondary schools, upgraded health centers, and injected more than 27 billion shillings through the parish development model.
Construction was completed last year, and we started occupying it that very year. The school is benefiting the community given to the current enrollment. It is increasing steadily.
One of the beneficiaries is Anthony Tibalira, a reformed youth from Balaole sub-county. With PDM funds, he has expanded his farm to coffee, bananas and watermelons, employing over 7 workers and supporting more than 15 ghetto youths.
Mbeyanza abageni bange okuida okunchalira ku aba UBC olunaku luno lwa mukisa era obona n'enkube etandise okola ki etoonye kungeriraga mukisa. Okutwaliza owalala ndi mulimi wa mwani. Nze ekyansikiriza okuida mu kulima emwani yali ensonga neno. Nze mukusooka nga nkali kuyingirira mwani nali musaada murasita kwana emisomo gyange nasoma natuka mu 3 anga sente school fees tewali nabona nga kyekyokola saawa eno nzira so nayingira ekibuga bwe nayingira mu kibuga natandika emirimu egy'okujja nga njiriba mpaka sankola ki kupota so bwe ningira mu kibuga omwo ate wabayo mikwano gyange already jansika janingiza mu mbeeredde okuba nti tutandika okuba abayaaye. Bwe ntandika obuyaaye obwo bwona bwankolera nabwingiramu nabubaamu ino era nabwingiramu nabunumirwa. Aye natuka olunaku lwali lulala nti twali tunagana abantu nga tubakondoola twabatoola ku esente. Aye ekintoola yeeyo nti munange baida bamuyita. Bwe bamuyita nabona nti eyo enjira tenkolera nakubaye lwaki tiirayo mu kyalo already nga muzeeyi alina eitaka liyampa lino nga yalimpa naye nga tiddi mugaso gwalyo olwonze ku itaka lino nava wano nga ndese ku kisubi gwe nali ndeseeku naye nakoba no lwaki tiirayo mu kyalo nindirayo nintereze eitaka lyange olwo nga najjaaku mu byuma mu industry idinda. So nabona obulungi bw'emwani kuba nabayo kuyona nakolayo mu kutambula kwange okwo nabayo ku byuma ebyo nabona engeri nti emwani dino daitunzi. Ntandikwa yange nakola emwani dali dibaire diri ku eka ndala n'ekitundu nafuna miliyoni namba. Bwe nfuna miliyoni eyo y'esente nagibudgeting already baali batusomesa emisomo memale batuwa esente edo. So kya namba nayongera ku kati saawa eno na 3/4 okwongera ku 1.5 saawa eno nina ebikolo biri 32 bye nayongeraku nga mu sente da PDM then naataaku n'ebigogo then emwani dino ekene ndala ekitundu enambye stiiru okuba nga nongeiremu ebirime ebindi byenima like watermelon ndi mulima saawa eno nina soya. Bwe nali mu ntandikwa wale nga nkalira sita wale ti bwe ndi saawa eno. Aye nebaza gavumenti ya Uganda okuvaayo naida neyemerera ife abavubuka twalinga ezira buwanirizi. Aye yalongosaamu kubanga abalimisa lero batuukira irala nikubavubuka ife ababonera irala nga tuli awo batuuke eno ku ground baida bakunona ku koloti ate tibakoowa. Nebaza mama RDC olw'omulimo gw'agiire kugamba tikyangu ngolo okuba nti RDC ayikuida mu kitundu edo dali nga nsonga nga nkaali. Aye saawa eno okuba nga RDC aid yanga ekimulese mu byankulankulana ate over emirundi nga kuba like wano wembati mbazemu emirundi gyankaida ku kitundu kyaife kino nga tikoba nti ali kuida lwa misango be aye nga ali kuida olw'obulungi n'obulungi obw'ekitundu n'enkulankulana.
Other beneficiaries from government projects also shared their experiences.
Nakwebaza muzeeyi yatuweereza pulogulamu ey'emyoga nti etutuuseeku eno wansi nga Bugabula House Constituency campaign tw'emyoga saako tuli ba members 210. Uba members 210 abakyala bali 40. Abasaada twabanga tuli 108. Tuganirwamu mu program y'emyoga nga abavuka okusingira irala. Twafuna miliyoni 3 mu kusookera irala. Twagafuna mu 2022. Twatandika okosesa ente edo twadeewolwa. However much nti dali mu ku COVID naye nga tuyida mpola mpola. Tudikozeisa baiza twawola abandi, baiza twawola abandi. Bwe tubairaawo tutambwire oluvannyuma lw'emyaka 2 twafuna looni eyindi miliyoni 2 omulundi ogwokubiri. Donald tuyambye aba members bali kwewolwa webaiza bewolwa webaiza. So nja kwebaza ino mama waife mama birungi RDC nti abaire musaale ino mu program ene y'emyoga kuba tuba naye buli mwezi tuba ni monthly meeting atweta ba circle leaders twena nga Kamuli district twamuuna mu ebigambo achievements detufuniemu challenges detufuniemu ebirungi byetufuniemu byona nti tuidanga tubyogeraku mu maiso ga RDC. Nja kumwebaza nti buti saawa eno tuli mu miliyoni 8.
Nalinga nzira mbuzi omukisa gwalidawo ogw'emyoga newola obukaire bubiri. Newola obukaire obubiri nagulamu embuzi dali 5 emiruse 4 n'ennume endala. Embuzi edo digire nga dizaala okuva mu 2022 era nabanga kati saawa eno ndiwo n'embuzi 12 aye nga nakatuddaku embuzi 10 denjire nga ntunda danamba okuba nti nsomesa ki abaana n'okumala ebizibu ebindi. Era mu project yeeno mumbuzi edo dinatunda nali already nga ndina ekidiba aye nga nenda ino okuba nti ntandika otaamu ebyenanda aye nga nzira busobozi. Kale era nakozesa ku sente edo nagulayo dino emale lunana n'ataamu. Emale dino dona dinambyeku kuba nakakungula ku emirundi emeka 2.
Omukuzi ogwasooka twafuna obukaire 11 bwaja mu beneficiary era 11. Omukuzi ogwairaku era twafuna obukaire 10 era twasobola okubuwa ba beneficiary 10. Omukuzi guno nga government bweye amanti buli mwaka ejja kutuwanga obukaire 10 era yabaire yakamala okutuwa obukaire 5 era twamaze okubaga abantu 50 baganulwamu.
Natandika okudubena nasi dino nga ndi kwegomba ino okufuna ku sente. Natandika n'ebikolo byange byali 7 nga biri mu mwakota ya ikazi. Okuvawo nayagana omwami mulala bamweta Ronald ndi n'omulimisa banko batingira mu PDM bakuwe sente weyongere yokulankulana bampa olupapula nalwidusamu bampa PDM eyo ne bampa PDM yakakaira kalamba atandika okulankulana okuvuye kusimbira nansi dino okutuka paka ni muyikazi dino 5. Binamala okufuna nanesete la palisi modo nabigulamu ebijimusa n'abapakasi okumbeera ku mulimu guno okuba tusobola kukola zenka. PDM eno nje bazaino ye bali kuntendeka era ne bazaino omulimisa ni CDO banamba kokola omulimu guno nga badda banambula n'okubanga banteekateeka mu bulungi era banteesetese mu bulungi omusigo guno nongere kwino kubanga ndikwenda okuweza ino ekogiriro 6.
Community leaders like LC1 Chairman David Waiswa commends the RDC's quick interventions in land disputes, but call for better roads and reliable medicine supply.
Wali abatunda amataka nga tibali makubo matuufu twalumukira wa RDC waife yatweta yatutabaganya era twavaayo nga buli omu ategeeragaine ekyo nakimwebaliza kubanze buli lwenjayo owa RDC bigambo ebigambagana ku batuuze bange ku byeitaka tubigondoola bulungi era twavaayo nga nzira ali kukiikira mwine ensingo.
In Rukunjiri district, RDC Nsubugabe Wayo Stephen, who has served since 2007, emphasizes teamwork among district leaders to ease the monitoring of government programs.
When we are moving in the field, in most cases we move as a team. Chairman, RDC, and COW. So that when you are disseminating government programs, okay, all of us are on the same page. It's not like in other areas where RDC moves alone, chairman moves alone, then COW moves alone, and so on. So that one also helped us to make sure that the people get better services. When it comes to monitoring, we do joint monitoring. As far as commissioning programs, what is the requirement? That before a project starts, they must be launching. And that launching is done by the RDC. But for us, we move as a team, all of us, to tell the people what is going to be done. If it is a classroom block, what is going to be done? If it is a road, what is going to be done? So that these people on the ground are the monitors. And our number one monitor is this. It's supposed to be used bricks of this size. The wall is supposed to be this size. The iron is supposed, the gauge is supposed to be 26, and so on. And I want to assure you that in Rukungiri district, we cannot commission any project which is substandard.
The district has 75 parishes and 12 wards with over 7.5 billion shillings dispersed under PDM.
But since PDM is a continuous program, okay, now what we are zeroing on is mindset change, okay, because it is a pillar in the PDM. So that when people get the money, they know why they have got that money, and they know that that money is to go back. By the way, people didn't know that this money is not going back to government. They thought that when they pay back, the money will be going back to government. No, this money is remaining at the parish. Okay, and the intention of the president, as far as this one is concerned, is that each parish should have a bank of its own. So that the issue of these commercial banks are left for the rich. Okay, for us in the villages in our parish, we have our own bank. We sit down and say, we are lending this money at what percentage? So that with the time, all the parishes, but people, we take the problem is that some people didn't know about that. They're just now trying to wake up. Say, hey, Kumbe, this money is going to remain in the parish, and so on.
The Rubabo Boda Boda Sacco, with 3,080 members, appreciates the RDC's role in recovering funds and keeping the Myoga program active.
Konko mukutandika bakatuha mbibo ninga seed capital ya millions 30. Tukaba turuho stages ziruho konka tukaba tutine sako zitwabire twine. Kwa twire millions za 3 itonka Rubabo Boda Boda Myoga Sacco twatandikire hwaho. Tukatandika twine groups ninga stages za 230. Ahargeri izoba twine stages inshanjo na 8 ninga shu groups inshanjo na 8. Twine membership eri kwingana miliyoni zina emitwaro 85 na 9. Twine share capital. Share capital twine miliyoni zigana 9 na mushanju emitwaro 81 na 12. Twine savings miliyoni zigana 20 emitwaro 48 na 13. Twine esente zituhire ninga loan dispersed miliyoni 3.39 emitwaro 2.15. Twine esente ezitwihireyo aharone yituhire. Twihireyo hata argeri izoba miliyoni zigana emitwaro 3.14. Twine sente zinde zitwaroni eza boda boda loan. Boda boda loan yon tujihayonka twine mwepichi 50 na mushanju ezashashurwe zitwahire kada zabo nepichi 30. Hata argeri izobe piche zikubanjubwa ezisakore kubanjubwa esente zayo nepichi 27. Sako tutatiremu esente za savings z'abantu bakija bakatwara twine miliyoni zi 817 emitwaro 21 then ko kuyaho esente za savings miliyoni 10 miliyoni 120 emitwaro 48 sigazo bugiga bwitu ito butwino butuguma buryo bugiga bwitu miliyoni 696 n'emitwaro 53
konka RDC office yeki yatuyambire akije yatuha manpower yatuha buri kimwe cyone kitwatuletaga kurebeka ngo ezo sente abakuziguza bazigaruza so which means ekikwasikinye na security RDC ndakusima aho kwa tutaragizira umukono gwa RDC ndatekateke nkokora kuri zera ranze nyuma embera kuri yagizire ki yagumire
nsima government abo kuleta ejoshonga y'emyoga kandi ekahereza abantu sente ekintu cyo kibina kimwe eki bahire sente nche kandi bakagezaho bakazikozesa je zikarugame sente nyinji hata hindi kugambira baryo miliyoni 8 niyo boda emyoga sako ejiniye kusinga yo kandi yo modro even no mu Uganda yona ninjukijeho bakaletaho abantu kurugambale region Eastern region balumba RDC balumba MPs bija kwegera aha sakweji okubagerezaho kubaza mesente zabo zikakanya.
From chalk manufacturing to poultry farming, youths and farmers in Rukunjiri district testify to improved livelihoods, though challenges of seed capital and market access remain.
Rugongo Chalk Manufacturers, it's an association based here in Rugongo, and it basically does manufacturing of school chalk, which we do manufacture from here, then we package and take to the market. So the idea started when I was still in school. I could see how we are suffering with chalk. Started wondering whether one can make chalk to make it easy for other students. So we got an opportunity, and there was a course unit called Entrepreneurship Development. So it was a business course unit, Entrepreneurship Development. So the lecturer told us to come up with a certain project or a business idea. So looking at all that, I decided to manufacture chalk. We started with the raw materials and machinery we could afford as an association, as the youth, so which we have here. And then he supported us, he facilitated us to go to the district, and we presented the idea, so they loved it. After loving it, we did what we were supposed to do as an association, and they gave us some money. The amount was 8 million. We got it from Youth Livelihood Program, which we invested in the association in making our product a better one, and at least now we can.
The beauty about this group is that they listen to that advice, because of a number of groups started manufacturing the products. Some of them were in carpentry, some were in the welding and so on. But within a very short time, they ran out of business. But here, for them, they on quality.
As a resident and really as an initial supporter, I'm very grateful for the support, mainly from the office of the RDC, because they have several times this office has helped them, has visited the group, and has always supported them.
I'm one of the beneficiaries of PDM. I received 1 million of PDM from a government presidential initiative in 2023. Started by growing tomatoes. After growing tomatoes, I came to know that tomatoes, it needs a large scale, and of which I didn't have. After harvesting and using that 1 million, now I managed to get 2 millions out of 1 million that I used, and that I acquired from PDM. And I wanted to continue growing tomatoes, but I had no land. And I decided to use the little land I have, like this one here that you have seen, and I resorted to go to poultry keeping. I started with 300 birds of layers, where at the end, for them, if we are keeping these birds, the layers, they start laying at 4.5 months, and some at 5 months. So it was giving me 9 trays to 10, 9 to 10, because they don't all lay at the same time. Some they lay and some they don't lay. But I have been collecting 10, 9 around there. And if you can calculate properly, getting 9 to 10 trays, you find that after selling, you get some good profits there, which is much better than growing tomatoes.
Nakaseke Resident District Commissioner Rosemary Byabasaija highlights insecurity issues like land wrangles, cattle theft and gender-based violence, but also notes progress in PDM mobilization and other projects, testifying that even opposition members are now benefiting from government programs.
The major issues of insecurity, causes of insecurity in this district, top on the list are land matters. Secondly, cattle theft. Defilement is also another problem. Early marriages is another issue. And those are the major things that we normally discuss that really cause insecurity in this district. Then, of course, domestic violence. In security, we have held meetings. We have resolved, like for the issue of land in the district, we made a resolution as DSC. There is no opening of boundaries of any land without being cleared by the office of the RDC. That one has improved a lot, the land grabbing, because we used to have land grabbers and they come with sometimes police, they go to the field, they begin opening boundaries on pieces of land which don't even belong to them. They don't have documents, they are not the real owners, and they just go and they begin opening boundaries and sometimes subdivide. And insecure as our people are, especially the ranch holders, then they go up in arms and sometimes kill or assault people. But since we made that resolution, Nakaseke has greatly improved. There are minimal cases of land grabbing. In this district, when I came, they used not to commission or launch any program. They would just get money, go on the ground, begin constructing a school, or begin to put in place a borehole, or begin without any commissioning. If there is any commissioning, it used to be done by members of parliament once in a while. So what did I first do? I said, we must streamline this. Every project in the district must be launched by the RDC as a representative of government. It has also to be commissioned either by the RDC or any other guest from national level. That one was done. It is put in place. Today, I want to inform you that I have launched a number of schools, primary schools. I have launched seed secondary schools. I have launched health facilities. And when we go on the launch, what do? We mobilize the communities because they are the beneficiaries. The communities must be there. Unlike before, where the engineer would go and the contractor, they begin doing work on ground without the communities knowing what is being done.
Model farmers like Dr. Muhammad Serunjoji have expanded coffee plantations to 35 acres from government support, though challenges of fertilizers and pests remain.
I'd like to appreciate government for the support that we've been given. I must be honest that without that support, we would be lagging behind for Yawaya, because at the time we started getting interested in coffee farming, we had initiated a small garden of less than an acre. But during that time, we received we were informed that government was issuing seedlings, coffee seedlings. And we approached the agricultural officers here, and they gave us some seedlings. Initially, they gave us about 5,000 seedlings for the start. But about the same time, we learned that some seedlings were being offered at another in some other areas. Wansaland is just about a parish away from here, and nobody was interested. So we went there and picked more than 10,000 seedlings. I must say, in this region, probably we are the most successful in using those seedlings, because we almost recovered or managed to get all of them to grow. And most people lost everything. If we lost anything, it must be less than 5%. On average, we've been picking between 50 bags to 100 bags, or they're about 100 there.
Veterans groups and farmer cooperatives also benefit from emyoga and NADS, though issues of mismanagement and expensive inputs persist.
Nakati we batandika emyoga netwekwata netwegatta nga veterani abekasa ng'ombe netukola ekibiina. Sente ezo bwe bazituwola ng'ekibiina ekyakasa ng'ombe, Veterani Association. Kati bwe twavaawo ne tutandika okukola pulojekiti zino, kati gy'olaba eno twasooka ku nte ne tugula ente yaffe ne tugiteekawo era yiiyo ezadde abaana, omwana wuuyo n'omulala wuuli. Ne tuvaawo ne tulunda enkoko, twalunda enkoko ne tuddayo ne twewola ne tulunda enkoko. Enkoko ne zizaala ne tuzigabira bannaffe.
In Kakumiro district, the Assistant Resident District Commissioner, Emmy Tutamurugaho, oversees 17 sub-counties across 3 constituencies. Security has stabilized the area, enabling programs like PDM, Emyoga and UWEP to thrive.
There is nothing that can be done, especially if the security situation of the district or an area is bad. Therefore, as the head of security, we coordinate with our sister security agencies, especially the office of the DISO, police, the DPC, to make sure that there is peace and harmony. In our mobilization, we do it in different ways. One, we ensure that every week we are lucky that we have 3 radio stations, and all these radio stations have given us airtime every week. So we go to radio, talk to people, mobilize and popularize government programs, and this has, of course, helped us to reach where we wouldn't be reaching as quickly as possible.
However, cases of extortion and political rifts still pose challenges.
Those who had been elected on the circle executive, some of them were extorting money. That was bribery. We arrested some, forced them to recover, to repay back, to refund the money they had extorted from people, especially in Chikwaya sub-county. We also had issues in Bwanswa, Kakumiro Town Council, Central Ward. We had the meeting with people, and those who were extorting, they refunded the money. But now the system is running at least very well.
Beneficiaries like produce dealer John Ariganyira and poultry farmer Proscovia Nabatanzi are examples of local success stories.
Before I got to that man of Emyoga, I was already moving in this field of produce. So after getting the money, that money boosted my profit. So I changed the place up to Kakumiro Town Council. That's where I set this temporary store, the one you are seeing, and we are buying a variety of things. All those products I'm buying, it needs a lot of money.
From starting with 100 hens, Nabatanzi now employs 87 workers and also grows coffee, though she struggles with electricity and machinery.
Natandika project y'enkoko 2019, natandika n'enkoko 10 nga zimpeereddwa disitulikiti, ne bampeerako n'emmere, naye oluvannyuma nange ne ntandika. Bwe nalunda ezo ne zinyuma nange ne nfunayo enkoko 10 ze natandika nazo mu kiyumba muno, oluvannyuma ne nnyongerako 2 bwento ne ŋŋenda nga nnyongerako, naye bwe zikaddiwa nga tuzijjawo nga nteekamu endala. Kati ndi mu nkoko 65. Kyeyankwatirako yampa ekyuma ekikuba kasooli. DPO bwe baakimpa, aba disitulikiti bwe baakimpa ekikuba kasooli ow'enkoko eno. Ne nkwatirako ekirala amazzi. Bye neenyumirizaamu nyongedde okumanyika, abantu okumanya. Ekirala nazimba akayumba kangaako nga kava mu nkoko ne mu mmwanyi. Abaana b'amasomero bajja wano ne bayiga, ab'essomero aba sekendule. N'abala banjigiddeko ne batandika okulunda enkoko. Mu 10 ze nasookamu enkoko, naye kati abantu bangi mu 10 balundira ddala enkoko abawerako.
In Gulu City, the RDC Ambrose Honoria works with cultural institutions to keep children in school.
There is access to water. We have, number 3, we have more electricity than we can use. There is access to UBE. The PDM is being received with very few complaints, the PDM, and people are utilizing the money to benefit their livelihoods and in their households. You can access medical care. We have a regional referral hospital here, we have the Cancer Institute here, and now the Heart Institute is going to have one of its big places here. We have the university. We have the university which has brought students from all over.
Over 9 billion shillings has been dispersed to PDM beneficiaries, mainly in poultry, piggery, and fish farming.
We got this project from PDM with some little savings that we had. We got 1 million, then we were able to add some small money from PDM. The little saving, we had nothing to do. By then I was not employed because of the corona challenge. So I used this money together with Mama to start off a poultry project. We started with 100 birds. Then we sold off the first ones at 1 month at 10,000 each. We were able to raise 1 million. From that 1 million, because there were 100 birds, and then they gave us a bonus of 4. Fortunately, only 2 died, so we had 102 birds surviving at sales.
Beneficiaries like Nyeko Edmond and Oloya Thomas demonstrate how small seed money can grow into life-changing enterprises.
Are also been very helpful to us as a family. One, they supplement the feeding to the children, because we have the eggs. Always, when they come back from school, at least they have some eggs they can feed on to supplement their diet. Also, on weekends, we don't no longer go and buy meat. We have our meat here. That is it. And then also on school fees, before we had challenges in paying our children's fees. But now, as we talk, at least we know every month we have money to pay them. And it has also boosted our income. There is a constant cash flow. We plan in the future to improve on our poultry project. One is to have an incubator such that we can cross the local you see here with these other chicks, and then we improve on the breeds.
We are not now beggars, because those days you end up begging for everything.
give me. You remember after the IDP camp, then we came to the time of the corona. This is in the Acholi sub-region. And now after corona, now we are here. And we are now not beggars. Our economic status have grown up. And our members are now paying their pupils in school and even the students. So we are seeing a lot of transformation, and PDM, we want to say bravo PDM.
Oloya now runs a fish farm worth billions, employing 25 workers with plans of agrotourism.
I benefited from PDM. The money also helped a lot, because the money for PDM is the very money I used to hunt fish here in this pond.
How much?
It was 1 million, but the 1 million the withdrawal charge was 6,000 around there. Then it remains to 994. Even in Imyoga, I also borrowed some 2 million from Imyoga. We used also part of the money to excavate the other pond that side. And all in all here, we have 300,000 fish in the water. The money helped a lot because our first harvest from PDM, last year we got some good millions from the harvest of the fish. Then the same money, we added some more money on top of it. And we have stocked 300,000 fish, and they're ready. So 300,000 fish, that is a lot of money, over 500 million if we are to sell now. So we are just using the money to boost up the business.
This man worked hard. He got little, but he was able to start small and grow big. We encourage people and break that incorrect mindset that the money they are giving is very little. You can still get the little, and you get much out of it. That is very great. That is possible. And we also, our work is one, to interlink these people to other relevant agencies for support. For example, technical support in terms of technical services, veterinary services, where we have been at poultry and piggery projects. The veterinary projects need a lot of technical services.
Other beneficiaries have also shared their experiences.
That 1 million, I bought, not piglet, I bought a pig of a good size at 300 each. They are only female one, as you see them in my house here. And I remain with only 400,000. The 400,000 I use it to construct the house. The big one here, delivered 10 of them, and the other one there delivered 7. And I sell that one. I got 1 million. I sell 10, and I sell to my colleague here who has the house here. I sell one to him at 100,000. Through this project, I am doing a lot of things. One, the issue of school fees from primary school is not a problem to me. And even the director of the school knows me. I'm the first person to clear my school fees. Because I sell only one, I pay a child. Because school fees here is 150 below. The issue of food is not a problem. Because the neighbor even around, those who sell, they know I have the project. When I go there for credit, they give. Because they know I have the projects, I cannot run away.
Permanent Secretary, Office of the President, Haji Yunus Kakande, urged RDCs to remain committed to service delivery and to ensure that government programs benefit every Ugandan. Haji Kakande adds that the challenges are real, but with commitment and integrity, RDCs can transform their districts and therefore encourage them to be hardworking and to closely monitor all government projects.
Money has never been enough in the budgets. Even American governments, where we think that they are very rich, their budgets are always not enough to facilitate various state departments. They just prioritize. So likewise, those districts also, which have money, they cannot have all the money they want, but how have they used the money which has been given to them? That is the question. And that is the principle of Rome, result-oriented management. In result-oriented management, which we teach these people, all civil servants, all RDCs, and the other ministers and everybody, we tell them that for us, we have results. But with the money we have given you, what have you done? Me, I was having problem of vehicles here. RDCs, most of them were walking. But I did not buy the vehicles within one financial year. No. We sat with the Minister of Finance and said that now, since we don't have money, let's every year give you maybe 2 billion. You buy vehicles. I buy. Another year, 2 billion. 6 billion. I found that I'm 10 billion and I have covered all RDCs with vehicles. Now I've told you that I'm not going to buy vehicles for assistant RDCs, but I'm going to prioritize within the money I have for vehicles of RDCs and buy motorcycles for this group. RDCs have done commendable work. There are those who are bad, but in the general performance, I think that RDCs have performed well in terms of security. They're supposed to be in charge of security. But you can see that in most districts, the security is really guaranteed. They work together with police, with the army, with intelligence to make sure that security is in those areas. That is very important. 2, project programmers and projects, they are supposed to be the one to monitor government programs. How are the projects moving? They work with the civil servants who are supposed to implement these programs. Because at the end of the day, they are the one who commissions even government projects when they have been completed. Politically, they have done well. I know there are some RDCs who have failed to contain violence in their areas, in their areas of jurisdiction, but generally the majority have managed to keep law and order during this election.
From Kamuli to Gulu, RDCs continue to bridge the government and citizens. Their mandate is clear: to ensure peace, accountability, and service delivery for all Ugandans. The success stories prove what is possible when government programs meet community effort.
UBC, inspiring Uganda.
According to the Uganda Bureau of Statistics Census Report of 2016, in Uganda, 12.4% of the population, about 4.5 million, live with a disability. Limited access to ICT and assistive technologies increases digital disparities, prompting UCOSAF's aim to promote digital inclusiveness for persons with disabilities. The ICT for People with Disability program aims to improve the accessibility of education and technology for persons with disabilities and promote their full and effective participation in society. UCOSA is implementing this program through the creation and maintenance of an online observatory for persons with disabilities intended to link persons with disabilities with service providers and different programs that empower them, and provision of adaptive tools that enhance their quality of life through ICT.